Hello everybody, it's Holly from Besotted Orchids. I am outside today at my koi pond, so if you hear water running, that's what's going on. I'm wearing my orchid shirt today. I've been wearing it all day because I thought I was going to film earlier today. So, here's what's going on today. Here's what's going on. I was out, we're in a drought here in Ohio. I was out watering some things and checking out the flower beds, watering my fig trees. And I stumbled upon something. I was at the graveyard for orchids, my orchid cemetery, and I found this orchid. Oh my goodness. I found this orchid that I had just totally given up on. I'm like, no, it's dying, it has serious problems, it's never going to make it. This orchid that was dying in my house under my care, can I show this to you? There's a brand new growth. And trust me, there are 2 new growths on here. So, with zero care from me at all, in a drought in Ohio, this orchid wants to live. So we're going to give it another chance. And I'm delighted to say, this is Hawaiian Wedding Song. So I have had it soaking in a bucket of water just to hydrate, make it a little easier to deal with the roots. Now listen, this is like football, a Hail Mary pass, whatever that means. We're just going to start snipping. I'm going to start snipping away things that are obviously dead, nasty. I think, you know what? I'm going to pour that water out. I'm just going to put all the detritus in here and I'm going to take it up to the burn bin. The reason I did throw it away, it just wasn't doing well. And the very last growth, look at that. It was so weak and so terrible. And that's not all the problems. You can see this orchid has problems. And this is not all from being outside. This orchid has had problems for a very long time. So we're just going to get busy here. Okay, I'm just going to remove the things that look suspect. Am I looking to see a whole lot of live roots? At this point, no. I mean, I don't think there's good. There wasn't really anything when I threw it outside. It was in really bad shape. Now, I did notice, hold on, that it naturally wanted to come apart in 2 parts when I was pulling at it a little bit. So totally naturally, right? But, oh, here's the other one. Here we go. I'm going to pull off a little bit of this. Okay. Right where the growth is that I would consider a failed growth, there is a brand new growth forming. So, here's my dilemma. 1 pot or 2? I'm thinking put it into 2 different pots to give it the best shot it has. We've already separated it. I'm not seeing anything going on over here, so I think I'm just going to, as long as it's not going to affect that, I feel like this is just going to come off. I don't want to mess with this because the brand new growth is attached to it. Do I cut a little bit more? Maybe a tiny bit? Okay. Oh, there is still a, how is there still a viable root? Up and down, up and down. There is still a viable root right here. So I think I'm going to leave the rest of these roots. Maybe trim them up a little. Okay. I'm going to trim this off as well. So, excuse me, something flew in my eye. So what we have here is one start. Clean up a little. I'm just going to clean it up while we're here. There's not much I can do about this growth that did not take off and do well, but I am going to delicately try to remove any of the black. That might be a place to hide a mealybug, scale, whatever it could possibly be hiding in there. I want that off. Okay, so this one's never going to do anything. It's so tiny, but we do have a little bud here. So what I'm going to do, I think we're going to be okay. Now this orchid will be set back. This orchid is not going to bloom. It won't bloom on this for me. It's not going to bloom on this new growth. So what I'm going to do, you know I like terracotta for everything, but I want a little bit more of a moisture holding just to get this one underway again. But I am going to mix, I have a box here full of sphagnum and bark. I'm going to mix that together. It's already mixed together. I'm going to put a nice base in here. And, oh, I don't want to bury that. See, this is going to be hard for you. I want it up here. I want it up a little higher. So I'm going to have to add a little bit more bark. This is so technical. There we go. There we go. I'm happy with that. I was over the moon when I went out there. I was like, this orchid I threw away a week or two ago, and we are honestly in a drought. The only moisture this orchid has been receiving is a little bit, and I say a little bit. We're not even getting dew in the morning. It's so dry. We are not even getting you don't get wet feet when you go out to feed the chickens in the morning. There's no dew going on. So, we'll see. We shall see. So, best case scenario, we have 2 of these. And if both of these survive, I know somebody out there who's been wanting a Hawaiian Wedding Song. You know who you are. If both of these survive, I'm going to send one to you. So, 1. I'm well pleased with this. It really made me sick to get rid of this orchid because I did love it. I really, really loved this orchid. You know, if you like this video, I might film more outside while we still have some decent weather. Now we have to deal with this. This does have a larger, it has a nice growth on that. But I'm telling you, when I threw it away, it just seemed completely hopeless. So it seems a little random that now I'm like, oh wow, this is okay. It's going to survive. It doesn't seem possible. But trust me. Maybe you just need a little vacation from me. I don't know. What I'm going to do is trim up literally a lot of these roots. Most of these, I mean, I'm going to say probably every root here is, oh, there is one viable one, so that's not bad. There's no sense keeping, okay, we have 2, a nice longer one that's viable. And this one, when it grows, here's the reason I'm going to give this a try. It did have 2 new growths on it. Cattleya, when it is growing, a new growth will develop roots along with that. I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to clean up all these roots and junk. And do I keep all 4 of these? I think I'm going to keep all 4 of them. There doesn't seem to be a good spot to cut it off without doing some damage to it. Fingers crossed. Okay, once again, I'm going to put a mix in here of bark and sphagnum. And see, this does become a little tricky because you have this growing way down. Of course, it's growing at the base of the orchid, but there's nothing really to anchor it with. I may end up tying it in with something, but I want this facing so that this orchid is growing upwards. So, you know what? I might regret that, but I think that had to come off in order for me to orient this up this direction. Was that necessary? I hope it was necessary because I did it. Okay. It is what it is. I mean, this orchid was dead a while ago. Apparently not. It wasn't. Maybe did we give up on orchids too quickly? I don't know. But this is a beautiful orchid, and I had hoped Sheldon would. I would have never thought about it again if Sheldon had sent one, but he didn't have any more of the Hawaiian Wedding Song. So, nice size bark, but a little sphagnum to keep some moisture in there. I'm going to tuck that in really well. I have made a tremendous mess out here, but it's beautiful. I'm sitting under my curly willow. You can see the curly willow. And it's so nice out tonight. The leaves are changing color across the way. I might turn the twinkle lights on my tree. Now this is going to cause a problem. It's going to be top heavy that way, but there's nothing I can do about that. I might, if this doesn't want to hold itself in here, I might take, I will take a wire that's bent, and I will anchor it down in. Maybe anchor one side into the mix and another anchor on the outside of the pot, and then set this pot into something a little heavier so it cannot pull itself over. So, like I said, best case scenario, we have two beautiful, beautiful, blooming Hawaiian Wedding Song. I have to think what I'm doing out here. Hawaiian Wedding Song orchids. I guess we just had bark in her tea. I may have to edit that. A whole mouthful of bark. That's pleasant. That's just pleasant. It's my good mango morango tea also. Moringa. Have to have another cup. So anyhow, here we go. One new growth. Two plants. This one's going to have a little better habit already forming because it's going straight upward. This one is going a little more sideways. So maybe I saved these orchids. Maybe I just delayed the inevitable. But one way or the other, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I'm really pleased that I did go out and was scouting about, looking at the orchids, because it has weighed on me a little bit that I did throw this one away. So maybe something inside me was saying, go check that orchid, go check that orchid. Here we go. 2. And I will keep updating you on these. I'm fingers crossed that this goes well. I'm going to be I'll take them in the house and I will rinse water through them to get rid of any loose dust that was on the bark. And then I don't want to there's hardly any roots to speak of, but I might give them a quick water with just to moisten the bark of a CalMag solution. We'll see. If you have any tips to get this really off and rolling, let me know. But I'm hoping I have saved not one, but now 2 Hawaiian Wedding Songs. I have them. You can't see her. There's my hen. I have a hen kid the whole way out here to the back of the house. What they're doing is they're destroying all of the mulch. They're tearing them up. They're tearing my property apart. Aren't you, baby girls? But they do lay a beautiful green egg, so we're going to have to forgive them. And you know what? I was going to get off, but look at this. I am seeing this. I think I'm going to make a snip down here. Let's give this the best chance it can have. So, I'm just going to come down here. Give that a cut. This is what I removed from the plant just now. You might not be able to see as well because I am outside today. There's a lot of distractions around me with lighting and whatnot. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Either I have saved these or, like I said, just delayed the inevitable. But I'm pretty sure we have a fighting chance with these. We're going to give them a chance. My favorite orchid. How can you not give it a chance? So, thank you for watching me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's just a spur of the moment one. I mean, of course, I'm wearing my orchid shirt. I thought sometime today I was going to film. What I wanted to show you was the, can't even think, the Cooper, the Jumbo Cooper. Now on the tag it does say Jumbo Copper, but everything online I'm seeing reads it's from the Cooper ID, if I'm saying that correctly. So Jumbo Cooper. It's probably how it is, although it's a beautiful copper color. And I'll tell you what, it's not just because it's a chocolatey brown color. It does smell a little bit like the, oh, what's the one that's, there is this orchid that smells like chocolate. I don't know why it's eluding me at the moment. But this orchid does have a chocolate scent to it. So I'm going to put a video up probably tomorrow. I'll go ahead and film that one. I'm feeling a little tired tonight, so I don't think I'm going to go in and do that. But in the morning, I think I will bring that one out. And I might do both, that one and the Copper Queen, even though it's Cooper and Copper. I might cover both in the same video. We have lots and lots of blooms to show you. I do have an orchid I want to show you that, chickens, the Yaya Dendrobium. I'm going to show you that one more time because that's the last time you'll see it. It is going to go to my friend Bonbon's house. She's the one teaching me beekeeping. And she's doing so well with her orchids. I gift her orchids now and then, and she's always sending me pictures. Her Oncidium is blooming right now. Oncidium Orange Kiss, I believe it's called. 2 spikes on that. She does so well with her orchids. So I said it's time for her to step it up and go to a dendrobium. So she has a, I have gifted her, I think 2 Oncidiums, a yellow, was it yellow or a red? I'm not even functioning tonight. The coconut orchid, Maxillaria tenuifolia. I did gift her one of those. I mean, she's magnificent with these orchids. I go over and say, I don't want to look at them. You're doing great with them. She's doing better than I am. Of course, she only has 3 or 4 to take care of. And beautiful, beautiful, big east-facing windows. It's wonderful. So she has that and that. So now I'm going to give her a dendrobium, Yaya. And I think I may have 2 of them. So it would be nice. This one, I have one ready to bloom in the house that I've had for several years. And it was a no name. And I think it was the same one or very similar. So that would be nice that we have similar orchids. I think that's nice to have with her. So, thank you so much. Forgive all my rambling. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Enjoy. Take care. And above all, enjoy those orchids.